Mom, you're a brain surgeon. Dad's a rocket scientist. What am I? Detention girl.
Detention?
A possible has never had detention. Except your brothers, but they're little monkeys.
I was a little late to class. It was no big, unless you're Mr. Three Strikes Barkin.
Sounds like your Mr. Barkin is tough, but fair.
Dad, I'm a cheerleader. We don't do detention.
Really? Who does do detention?
I don't know. Other kids. The ones who break the rules.
Like you did.
Do I have the right to remain silent?
That won't do.
Morning, Dad.
Good morning. How's my teen hero?
Moderately bummed. Draken got away.
Well, I'm sure you'll get him next time. Oh, these launch vectors are all wrong.
So, Daddy, what do you think of this jacket? For me? Just because.
Cost to value ratio aside, Kimmy, don't you already have a functional coat?
It's a good thing fashion sense isn't genetic. My jacket's from last season. It's red.
Didn't you say red was the new black?
Red's dead, Dad. Green is the new black.
You know, Kim, your predicament reminds me of the time I applied for funding of a new propulsion system. The university told me money doesn't grow on trees. Well, I told them money's made of paper, and paper comes from trees, so, in point of fact, money does grow on trees.
And this relates to me how?
Not sure exactly, but no new jacket.
Morning, Kimmy. I have a suggestion.
A job? Bueno Nacho?
Now that's the way forward.
Between a rocket scientist and a brain surgeon, the best idea you people can come up with is minimum wage? What up with... Dad?
Kimmy, do you know what night it is?
It's still day here.
Well, it's family game night in Middleton, and we're missing a gamer.
My bad. It was an emergency.
Your cousin Larry will be so disappointed.
I saved a baby eagle.
You should be very proud of your daughter here, sir.
Oh, she's a pip, all right. Well, I'll break the bad news to Larry.
Tell him I feel terrible, Dad.
I know you do, hon. Bye now.
Yes! Close one, cuz, but not this time.
Morning, honey. How'd Cambodia go?
Mixed. The good part, I rescued a priceless icon from a ferociously snaky, spiky pit. Less good, a ninja stole it.
Oh, isn't that just like those darn ninjas? Well, this ought to flip that frown upside down. Cousin Larry felt so bad about missing you for game night, Aunt June invited us all over for dinner Saturday.
Oh, I wouldn't want to impose.
Not at all. June says Larry never has friends over.
Maybe because he's the dweebiest guy on the planet?
Jim, don't mock family. Take a lesson from your sister, boys. Larry might not look like the coolest kid around, but Kim knows that you can't judge a book by its cover. Right, honey?
Huh?
Hi, hon. Pizza for dinner. What do you want on yours?
Toppings. Well, you know I love bacon on pretty much everything. Okay. See you in 30 minutes or less. Ooh. Gotta go.
Dad, I have a problem.
Frankly, your mother has the good advice vis-a-vis boy trouble.
Oh, this isn't about a boy, it's about Ron.
Oh, gotcha.
Everyone got down on Ron, and I don't know. Maybe I should have stuck up for him.
But you didn't.
He was foaming at the mouth. I'm only human.
Well, you know, Kimmy, back when I was in college, I had a group of friends, my posse, if you will.
Ha! Gentlemen, tonight we make history. I give you the future.
My name is Phoebe.
No.
Drew dropped out, and we never saw him again. I don't think he ever forgave us. And in some small way, maybe we never forgave ourselves.
For just a giggle fit?
No, Kimmy, we laughed for days, long and loud, with youthful abandon.
Oh, that was bad.
So, you'll reconsider Ronald's dream?
I don't think so. His Mad Dog routine is way stupid.
Kimberly Ann Possible?
Dad? Here? Daddy! Hi! What are you doing here?
Where's Ronald?
Not here.
Well, that hole in the roof of my car really grinds my beans.
I'll be sure that Ron gets the message. Wait a second. He put a hole in your car roof? And, could you maybe go a little faster?
Kim, it's a school zone.
This is just too weird.
Whoa, where did your little Kimmy learn to kick bottom like that?
Cheerleading.
No.
I'll take that as good news.
Now, Kim, you know I don't approve of violence, but they are deadly robots. You go, girl!
You and Ronald all squared away?
Not. I can't even reach him. Dad, did you ever try to change a friend to make them better?
Well, not a human, but back in grad school, there was this lab rat. Pinky Joe Curlytail, I called him. Poor little guy was always running mazes for those psych majors. How I hated them.
Dad, what does this have to do with me?
Well, it seemed to me that Pinky Joe Curlytail was just so helpless. I constructed a very tiny Cybertronic battlesuit.
For the rat?
No more mazes for him. Now, in retrospect, giving him a working plasma blaster probably went too far. Blew up half the science building. Rampage across campus. Oh, Pinky Joe.
So, this creating a monster thing runs in the family.
I'm sorry, I just can't eat sitting across the table from Kimmy's arch nemesis.
Dad, I told you. It's not really Dr. Draken, just his body.
Point taken, Dr. P. But how else do you explain my bare midriff?
Chasing bad guys, switching brains. High school sure has changed since my day.
I'm a blue fox, Dad.
Super. Did you know that the blue fox is a born leader? Can't resist a challenge, driven to excel, a perfectionist.
That explains the all-nighter.
Hold the phone. The perfect soulmate of the blue fox is the yellow trout. Soulmate. I think Kimmy's a bit young to be looking for a soulmate, or any kind of mate.
In a few days, Kimmy will have forgotten all about yellow trouts. This whole animology business is just a silly teen fad.
If you say so. So, what are you?
Teal cat. You?
Beige raccoon.
Soulmates.
A popper.
Popper?
I believe she was referring to you. Well, I shall consider my campaign strategy while lounging in the bath. Excuse me, who plans to draw it this evening? Perhaps you, Mrs. Possible? You haven't been pulling your weight around here of late.
Wally, I think we need to have a little talk about how we do things in the land of the free.
Blah, 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 blah. Talk is cheap. 3 drops, not 2, not 4. And then sprinkle this lavender? You are a good man and true.
Bye.
All right, Kimmy. We're ready to run the sequence.
Great. Thanks for letting me use your lab, Dad.
Hey, what's federal funding for? I do not believe it. That Dr. Draken fellow stole a factory. Seems 2 employees were rescued by world-famous teen hero... Hey, Kim Possible. Nice work, honey.
Well, sure, until I let Draken get away. Oh, and then there's the Josh thing.
Josh? Another mad scientist bent on world conquest?
So not. Josh is this guy I want to take to the dance.
Oh. Now, don't you and your friend Ronald usually go to school functions together?
Yeah, but Ron's a friend and Josh is a hottie.
I wouldn't just give up without a fight. With Draken, I mean. You better get back on that case toot sweet. And, Kimmy, let's not talk about hotties at breakfast anymore.
Who's a hottie?
We're not talking about it.
Josh Mankey?
Fascinating.
You can get it off fascinating? Or I'm stuck till Monday fascinating.
You're stuck till Monday.
Bet Mom could get it off.
No dice, Jim. The bracelet appears to be constructed of a super strong alloy.
Who's talking about the bracelet? Yeah, Mom's a doctor. She could take off the hand and sew it right back on again.
Jim, Tim, there will be no surgery at the dinner table.
Dr. Draken?
A bearded lady.
I'm no a lady. I'm Duff Killigan. I must have the Centurion Project.
If you don't mind, I'd like a word with my daughter.
Oh, yes, sir.
Kimberly Ann Possible, we need to talk.
Morning, Kimmy. I made you a big breakfast.
Got a carb up for the adventure that lies ahead.
Just a break-in at a top-secret lab, so not the drama.
Break in?
Top secret lab?
We were talking about babysitting the twins.
Babysitting.
We've got our spousal encounter today, remember?
Oh, the thing at Lake Middleton? That's today?
You betcha. your mother and I get to reconnect emotionally and do some serious fly fishing.
I'm not sure who picked the venue, but it should be fun.
Hon, don't forget your hat.
Bye, Dad.
See you tonight, Kimmy. And thanks for watching The Boys.
Have fun on your mission now, but easy on the snacks. Remember, candy is dandy, but fruit helps you poop. Hey, everybody, good news! Our marriage is stronger than ever. And we caught a mess of trout.
Look what I found, Kimbo. Our matching Rocket Boosters sweatshirts.
Dad, you got this for me when I was 8.
Our very first Rocket Booster Day. Slip it on.
Help me.
Dear, do you think maybe Kim is getting too old for the little rocket boosters?
There's rocket-shaped cookies. Today's the annual Rocket Boosters open house, Frank.
Isn't that just for the little kids?
Thank you.
Oh, Frank. Kimmy Cub is my little girl.
Dad,
There's my girl. You know, it doesn't get any better than this. Me, you, a deep connection.
Since when do you know how to fly a spacecraft?
it's no big. I watched Frederick on the way up.
Welcome back, Kimmy. You're great.
Oh, Kim, I want to be just like you when I grow up.
Okay, I admit it. She's grown up.
Not completely, Dad.
True, which means that we've got some new rules to cover. Number 1, no boys. Ever. Number 2, driving? Forget it. Number 3,
Here, Mom, for the rag bin.
Kim, these pants look brand new.
Brand new from Smarty Mart.
Discountophobia.
I'm surprised at you, Kim. You know labels don't matter.
You know, some of the other guys at the lab will only use brand name heat shields. But do I fall for that kind of elitism? You bet I don't. Not as long as the generic shields are just as good at half the price.
You don't wear heat shields, Dad.
Well, no. Unless you were tunneling to the Earth's core, then you'd wish you were wearing them.
Ugh.